Chick-fil-A Polynesian sauce as it falls. Y'all, today, let me just tell you guys where you're at, because if you're a girl, you know. Okay? My cycle will start here pretty soon. So not only did I eat my meal prep, which was protein pasta because I ran out of jasmine rice, chicken, and green beans, right? I'm gonna eat my dinner early because I have to pick up my son from tutorials. And I'm like, if I get home and I eat too late, my stomach's gonna feel like crap. I'm like, you know when you're feeling it and you're really going through it and you overeat your feelings and your emotions, a lot of things? That's kind of where I'm at right now, okay? It's been so stressful. I'm trying to get a girl in here so I can train her because I'm just too booked up. And sometimes it gets a little crazy because I don't even have time to train somebody. So, I wanted to come on here because being a single mom, running a business, how do you do it is the main question I get. And also, your skin. I promise you guys, the next video after this one will be my skincare. And it'll be a little bit of talking on my personal life, dating, all the things, okay? It's going to be all the things. Because some of my clients be scaring me with these Hinge dates. And I'm like, oh, I'm scared. But I wanted to come on here to talk about just the everyday struggles of business, the everyday, how stressful it gets sometimes, and how do you do it all? How do you manage everything? And so on and so forth. And I'm eating my dinner. That's how. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. First of all, who's excited for the Bad Bunny Super Bowl beneath the bowl? I don't even know who's playing. I'm just excited for the halftime show. That's it. Somebody wanted that. Who wanted that? Okay, now, I always get the question, like, how do you do it? Okay, I've been doing this for almost 7 years now. I was a business owner before when I started this business. If you've been watching me, you know kind of my little backstory. I did mobile. It was really, really hard. My kids were a lot younger, obviously. It was really hard. There's going to be hard days no matter what you do. Whether you work a 9 to 5 and you're a single mom, or married, working a 9 to 5. If you have kids, shit, it's going to be hard if you have no kids and by yourself sometimes. Like, you just have to know to manage yourself. You have to listen to your body. You have to plan out. Okay? So, number one recommendation, plan. That comes with, if you're running a business, social media is key. Okay? There's no skipping that. Either you can afford to hire somebody to do it, or you have to do it. If you do not know how to do it, I suggest you hire someone. There's a bunch of people who are doing this, especially college kids who are, need a portfolio for marketing, whatever the case may be. Look on Fiverr. It's kind of like a Craigslist, but everybody does everything on there, from logos, websites, you name it. Look on Fiverr. You can check out reviews, whatever the case may be. It's a great place to start. But if you're like, but Marisol, I can't afford that right now. Like, how do I start off my social media? How do I get it together? How do I do this? How do I do that? I got you, boo. I got you. Let me explain. So, first of all, create a brand kit on Canva. Your colors, everything. I helped this student out. She's like, how do I stand out? First of all, if your page looks like that, it's already a no-go. You have to create a template on Canva. No more before and afters, right? That way your Instagram page looks pretty and clean. Again, I've shown this before as to how I used to look versus how I've upgraded my brand, rebranded, did all that good stuff, right? You don't want to stand out. You don't want to look like everyone. You don't want to use the same stock photos. There has to be a flow of things, either real, pic before and after picture, reel, carousel, quote, carousel, whatever the case, there has to be a sequence. I've used Preview in the past, or even Canva, as kind of to show me what my page is going to look like as far as a before and after, before I post. I'm like, okay, this looks good, whatever the case may be. Again, don't use the same stock photos as that other people do. Be creative. Use your own stock photos. If that means you have to take a picture of the probe in your hand and a pretty background, or whatever the case, or gel, or Google, whatever the case may be, just don't look like everyone else. Okay, so that's going to be like the most tedious part, is creating a brand and from scratch. And again, Canva can help with that. Pinterest can help with that. ChatGPT can help with that. So all of those good things, all of those are great resources to help you start off. Okay. Now, okay, let's see. You've already started off. You're set. You're going. Okay. What comes next? Creating a calendar to post. Okay. Your first post, if you're first starting off on Instagram, if you're brand new to body sculpting, should be your why. Candid picture of you, why you're a body sculptor. I would do what is body sculpting or services that you're offering, something educational, and a before and after, and then go from there, so on and so forth, right? That's what I would do if I was first starting off again. I would, to get kind of my name out there, I would either pay for ads or collaborate with influencers in my area. I would, what else would I do? There's a lot of pop-up shops now, from Pilates to events. Think about it. Who needs this kind of stuff? Y'all, I started going off to strip clubs, okay? I am not ashamed. What? I went everywhere. You name it, I went everywhere. I do not care. A lot of my clients now who've been with me since day one. No judging. We don't have room for no judgment. So if you're judging already, I don't know what to tell you. Stop judging. When you name it, I've done it. I would go to gyms. I would leave my business cards in the lockers. You're gonna have to talk. Wherever I go, I'm talking. Hey, if I go into Pilates class, this is what I do. Blah blah blah. I am talking. I am always selling myself. I'm always advertising myself. So, gotta open your mouth, baby. You gotta put your name out there. Repost it on your own social media if you want. Facebook. Create a TikTok. All of those good things. I know this sounds overwhelming, but y'all, we have to get it done. You have to get it done. You have to do it. Okay, it's hard. Yes. Okay, Marisol, but now that I'm doing this, I'm getting my name out there. Like, how do I post? When do I post? I don't know what to post. I got you. Okay, ChatGPT. We have AI to help us nowadays to create a social media calendar. There's days where I block off just for content, and I record all day. I'll bring outfits, different outfits, so it doesn't look like I'm in the same thing. I'll create a whole day just for B-roll, like behind the scenes, all that good stuff, okay? And then organizing everything that I'm going to post for the month. The goal is to already have your whole month set out, from what you're going to talk about in stories, from what your before and afters you're going to post. And if you're just starting off, obviously that's going to be a little bit better, because you're going to have to wait for before and afters. But again, look for trends. Look for your key audience. Who are you trying to attract? Who are you trying to attract? And talk to those people, okay? Talk to them. Have women who struggle with stubborn fat and loose skin, mothers who just recently had babies, people who are on Ozempic and have a lot of excess loose skin. I am talking to all of those people. So I'm going to post things that resonate with them. So you also have to think about that. You have to talk to that ideal client and target and market to them correctly. Drop your location to restaurants and places they go, whatever, on your before and after pictures, whatever the case may be, to attract them. Hashtags. You guys, it is there. It is there. Utilize all of those resources, okay? But plan it out. That way you don't feel crazy as far as, okay, I don't know what I'm going to post next. I do have a lot of students who do not like putting their face out there. And I tell them that eventually you're going to have to get used to it, because think about it. Our clients are coming to us from a place where some of them are at their lowest place, and they're going to have to build trust with you. They're going to have to trust you. So I feel like for me, I'm very comfortable being on camera. Like, it does not bother me whatsoever. So it was easier for me to gain that trust, especially back then, when I was first starting off. So I definitely recommend it. I know you're going to be shy, but guess what? This is me pushing you off the ledge again. It's time to start. It is time to start. So again, TikTok, YouTube, not YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever the case may be, create a calendar, write it out, plan it out, and then record. And then it comes with execution. You have to do it next. You just have to do it. And guess what? If something interferes with that schedule, it's okay. It is totally fine. Just, hey, you got to get back to it. But you have to get back to it. You can't not post. Unless you start getting used to it, people start coming, it starts becoming word of mouth. Then that's different, because that will come to if you are good. If you are good, your customer service good, your environment is good. That's all three of those things have to be checked for that to happen. So that saves me, because I do have content days, I do have recording days. I do have, even during busy days, I'm like, I have to block this off for this. I always have to take 2 days off. Trust me when I say I have people who are in my DMs, I'll pay you $500 on top of whatever you're charging. No, not all money is good money. I know my body now. My hand has given out before because I overworked myself trying to accommodate everyone. I learned that lesson the hard way. I will never do that again. There's no money in the world. My body is too important to me. My kids depend on me financially with this. So no, never again. So definitely, let's get into that second one, listening to your body. Now, what can you do as far as maintenance on your body? So I work out. And for me, in order to keep up with my stamina, and doing what I do, I work out. For me, it's more so mental. It just gets me going. It makes me gets me in a better mood for my clients. I'm ready to tackle on the day. For me, working out in the morning is something that I require as far as listening to my body, as far as what I need. I've noticed that over the years, me working out in the morning and consistently just makes me have a better day. And it just makes me last a lot longer. What we do is very active. I do a minimum of 10,000 steps a day. Like, I am back and forth all day. And so for me, working out is definitely a must. I have class pass. I do a couple hot mat Pilates, gym, lifting, 1 sweat berries. I do all the things. I love it because I get bored easily. So I'm going to switch it from time to time. But definitely that's one way of listening to my body. For me, again, minimum of 2 days off. I only do 5 to 8 clients a day. Sometimes on my busy seasons, I do 8 to 10. And when I have those busy seasons, I might do a couple of days extra in the month and take off and block it off just to rest. But again, I know now, almost 7 years in, like, okay, I'm getting tired. I can't do any more squeeze-ins, or it's going to affect my client's results. So again, that comes with listening to your body and knowing what works and what doesn't work. The biggest shock for me was going from mobile to the in-person suite. Now let me explain why. Mobile was hard. It is not for the weak. Lugging all the things up, setting everything up, doing the service, cleaning up, doing everything, lugging everything back down, and then driving an hour. That hour was a good break for me to do it all over again, right? Depending on where the client lived. But it was always anywhere an hour in between. Now, in a suite, because I'm crazy, I'm like, oh, I don't need a lunch break. And then, I was doing 5 clients, 6 clients, 8 clients back to back to back. Y'all, that first day took me all the way out. Even my students, whenever we're talking during class, I'm like, you guys, I want you to practice back to back to back to see what your body can withstand, what your body cannot withstand. Don't go from 0 to 100 like I did and mess up your back, which is positioning. I also teach that in my class, how to hold a probe, what machines work for us, what not, what causes more strains, if you're left hand or right hand. Yeah, I teach all that in the class because, again, a lot of the ways you guys are holding the probe and are standing can cause a lot of back problems. Okay, so yes, it's a part of listening to your body. Another thing that I do when it comes to listening to my body is I do get massages done, more so of the physical, what's it called? I can't think of the word, but more like physical massages, like targeting my arm with I call it the butter knife. It looks like it looks like a butter knife, but they go in with the cupping, all that stuff for inflammation. Yoga, heated Pilates, though, is one of my favorites. The arm thing hurts like hell, but when I tell you my arm feels so amazing afterwards. I'm using infrared lighting on my body now with the vibration plate, and I've seen so many things, or I feel so much better. Yeah, I know that was a lot, but take a sip. Y'all, I'm almost 40. I cannot play. I am not a young tenderoni anymore. Okay, I don't feel it. We did too much in the 99 2000s. Okay, dropping it too low, my back hurt. Y'all laughing, but I'm being serious. I'm tired. Now, supplements that I also take as far as listening to my body. I posted this reel the other day that kind of shows some of the supplements. High cortisol. If you think that stress does not affect your body, you have another thing coming. It does. It does. It does. These are some of the supplements that I'm currently taking. I have a girl group chat that we all share things with each other. On my besties, we in there. We like, have you tried this? Have you tried this supplement? Whatever the case may be. And you'll just be surprised like how us girls just love to help each other out. So supplements are key. You have to listen to your body. What do you feel like you're struggling with? Vitamins, all the things, stuff for stress, collagen, retinol. Again, supplements is key, but you have to be consistent with it. Just like anything else, you have to be consistent with it. Okay, Marisol, so I listened to my body. I did the things that you said. I rebranded. I have my social media down. What's next? For me, it's my faith. For me, what keeps you going? What keeps you motivated? That's the next thing. For me is my faith. You guys, if you've been following me, especially on Instagram, you know, like my faith is my everything. My faith is my everything. For me, every time I have those really, really hard days, especially with, some of, things that is going on in my personal life with co-parenting, to whatever the case may be, it's very overwhelming. And I feel like anyone in the service industry, it's really, really hard because you have to learn to compartmentalize. You have to learn to leave everything at the door and be everything you can be for your client. No matter what you're going through, you have to leave it at the door. From therapists to doctors to I feel like we have no room to be emotional. We have no room to show that anger, that emotion, because somebody else needs us right now. And I got really, really good at compartmentalizing being in this industry and leaving it at the door and breaking as soon as my last client leaves at the end of the day. But when I tell you, God always sends me someone to lift me up and to reassure me that this is what I'm supposed to be doing or to keep going. Every single time that I've wanted to give up, that is my motivation. So whatever that motivation looks like for you, you have to be motivated. That comes with losing weight. That comes with leaving a bad relationship, becoming better physically, mentally, emotionally, all the above. What is going to motivate you during those hard times? That is something that you need to look for. What is going to motivate you? Okay. Okay. I've been listening. I'm writing notes. I got all the things down, Marisol. But now what? Or I have body sculptors who are like, I'm burnt out, I'm done. I bought every machine you think of. I've taken 10 billion trainings. Now what? Reassess, reevaluate, stop, drop, and roll. What? I have one student. She took me all the way out. I spent almost 10 grand on all these. And after class, I called her. I was like, girl, I'm just curious. I need to see who these trainers were, because I didn't want to put them on blast during class. I was like, now, you should be ashamed of yourself, because as soon as I looked at all those instructors' pages, yeah, they talked a good game, but they had nothing to back it up. There's no proof of business. I at least need to see a proof of business with it, a minimum of 3 years for me. There's no before and afters consistent, or they were using the same before and afters. Y'all, half of these body sculptors get broke and then start teaching because they think, well, I couldn't make money seeing clients, so I'm going to fool these other people and get their money. That's for another video. But if you have every machine in the world, and I keep telling y'all, stop buying these expensive damn machines, because sometimes those machines are costing you results, and you think, oh, it's the biggest and the baddest thing out here. It's going to give me even better results. Nope. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey. Nope. Trust me when I say I have bought every single last one of them. Talking from almost 7 years of experience. That is not the case. My results are not based off the machine. They are based off my technique. Okay? I love my machine because it's so durable, cost effective. The handles are lightweight. I love it. No 40K, 30K, 20K, 80K. No more K's. Like, stop. It's all about technique. Okay? Even, y'all, I'll explain in a later video whenever I talk about the teaching and what to look out for, or whatever the case may be. But please do your research. Y'all wanted that. Somebody else wanted that. Please do your research. Please do your research. If y'all don't have a Chick-fil-A and a Polynesian sauce, I feel sorry for y'all. All right. Last but not least. Oh, I need one more bite. And I need one more step. Reassess, reevaluate. Kind of goes into the same point I was talking about. If you're not getting consistent results on all body types, if you're having to do 30 minutes or more, technically 20 minutes or more cavitation on each area, if you're having to do massages, any type of manual massages, if you're having to do with therapy on everybody, if you got all the machines and it still ain't working, if you've been doing this longer than a year and you're still not profiting or at the point where you can do this on its own, I can't unstuck you. You got to unstuck yourself. I can't do it for you. All I ask is y'all stop getting bamboozled by all these people who are teaching. Do your research. Do your research. Okay? So I hope this video resonated with y'all. Thank y'all for eating with me. I love y'all. Next video will be more personal. Dating, I guess. I'm going to talk about some apps. I'm going to show y'all some messages. Y'all going to have to tell me and help me throughout this era because your girl's scared. But again, I hope this resonated for you. There's Coke Zero in here. This was good. This is about as much as I eat. I got the spicy chicken deluxe. My fave. My fave. My stomach will be hurting later. I'll deal with it later. I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for the love. Keep showing me love. Until the next one.